What's up, guys? So something recently happened. I did a little trade and I have obtained something that is really kick-ass, something that's really badass, and something I cannot wait to finish as a build. This is a project, but currently I don't have the currency to upgrade it. So we're just working with what we got, like always. This is a beast. I always wanted one ever since it came out. I always wanted one. But I just felt like I didn't have the skills to control a car like this. Introducing Project Miss-DaMeaner. It is an infraction slash felony. I wanted the felony version. I'm not a really big fan of the truck. But this is Project Miss-DaMeaner. Now, this is used. I did trade somebody a specific kind of car that I don't have for this. And I'll tell you, dude, this thing is really badass. I never held a car that goes 80 miles an hour in my hands before. I probably did one of my 10 skill cars that I built in the past, but this is just a whole new ball game. And best believe I was up all night drawing out schematics of how the airflow would do, what modifications can I do, because best believe here in Arizona, when it comes to high speeds, you do want cooling. And this project is going to have a lot of ram airflow, especially with the front end. I do have schematics that I drawn out that I'll be showing up on the screen. And I don't really have the exact dimensions of how I want to do it, nor do I have the materials for it, but I do have a friend, shout out to Christopher, soon is going to be helping me 3D print some aerodynamic parts, canards, splitters, diffusers, wings, mounts, and of course the biggest one being the air duct system that's going to lead from the front end to the ESC fan and the motor heatsink. I do have parts lined up of what I want to do. I do plan on treating this like any ordinary car that I want to invest my money into. This will not be for sale or up for trade. This is something I actually want to put my time and effort into. So yeah, let's take a look at it. Here is Project Miss-DaMeaner. So we got some Method RCs, and forgive me if I get some of the parts wrong. I'm not really familiar with this kind of platform. It is a Spectrum. Everything looks about original from the servo. When I did my research, the servo is stock, ESC is stock of course, but the only thing that's not stock is a Castle Creations motor. I do want to put a sensor system into this, see if I can make that work. As you can see there, see if I can zoom in. That looks bent. So I do have to replace that, and I do plan on putting carbon fiber and all the hop-up aluminum stuff, titanium stuff, but not right now. Right now, this is just to have fun, just to get used to the car, get comfortable with it. I do have my Fly Sky system ready to install into it. Right now, I don't even know if it drives. So I'm charging up the batteries. I did do the trade yesterday, and yes, I'm watching Lucifer. I did do the trade yesterday, so the guy says it's ready to run. It does have this little block that I believe, when I watch some videos, this is similar to the people that are doing speed runs, and it actually tells them the mile per hour and the G-force and all that stuff. So that's going to be cool. I already downloaded the app. I already made sure to see if it works. But other than that, I don't know if the servo works. I don't know if the ESC put power out to the wheels and tires. So suspension looks good. It does need a cleanup. I do need to take apart this whole entire car and do a refurbish to it, clean out the bearings and such. The guy was actually pretty chill, giving me 3 body options. I did tell him I didn't want the felony body more than any other body, but he gave me the Nash truck, and I knew I just had to take that. But I'm not really big on Ford, so I do want to put some Chevy stickers on it, or at least the Ram stickers. See if I can find anybody who can make me some. I am going to take apart the Scion body, the NAS truck body, and I do want to make it my own, so I'm going to repaint it on the outside, put the sticker number sheet on it, and go from there. This project is not only going to be something that I'm going to enjoy, this is something that's actually going to teach me a lot of stuff. I do have a fascination about G-force, aerodynamics, and engineering and such. I do like to tinker with a lot of shit, so when it comes to taking this thing apart, I get to learn like up close and bases. Like I work with drift cars and such. I know mostly camber, caster, tow, all that alignment, fancy stuff. And really, it taught me a lot about the tuning aspect of it as well. And when it comes to throwing the application that I know of drifting onto this car, this is not going to be a drift car. It's going to be the opposite of drifting. So the suspension does have to be stiff. The springs are way stiffer than a drift car. This car is going to be meeting with expectations of going through freeways and feeling the pounds of force going down on the body from the aerodynamic pushing it down. Doing my research and doing everything that I can to understand airflow, aerodynamics, and air ram systems, it is going to push the car at least 4 to 10 pounds, depending how fast. And my goal with this car is to reach 100 miles an hour reliably for at least 3 minutes. 3 minutes, 100 miles an hour. So that's the goal. I know there's people out there that are reaching 200 miles an hour with these kind of chassis. That's not my goal. We really don't need all that speed, and I don't even know where I'm going to run it. We do have a drag strip here, but it's going to be a rare occasion of me taking this out and having the whole car rip, let alone crash it. And I really don't want to crash this thing, but it's going to happen eventually, but I'm trying to avoid it. I am taking into consideration of weight and what kind of body I'm going to run. I did see the Bitter Designs Viper body that I want to put on this car, or I might just stick with the Felony, but I feel like the Felony is going to be more of a basher body. But I do want to get a brand new one and paint my own. The Viper, the GTR R34, I believe there is an R35, and if I can find one, a Corvette C7R. I am going to put headlights, taillights, all the fancy detailed stuff. I won't be putting an interior due to the fact like I'm more focused on the chassis than the body. I do want to make it reliable to hit 100 miles an hour and not break down, not to wear out the bearings, not wear out suspension, bust the motor, bust the ESC, anything. So this is going to be a kick-ass build. I can't wait to get it started. And without further ado, let's try to put this son bitch together. All right, y'all. Forgive the mess in the bag, but I got the Felony body. I do not have a. Actually, I do have a before and after. I cleaned it all up. I took most of the stickers off. I just felt like it was too much stickers and not good sticker placement. I care about where I put my stickers at, so it really didn't look good. So I took it all off, stripped it down to as much as I can, and that's what's left. I really like the Felony body. I fuck with it heavy, especially with this blower on it. This is like one of those blowers that you'd get out of the die-cast Muscle Mania cars. So it's really kick-ass. The butterflies open and close. But I might leave that on. If not, I might have my homeboy 3D print me with 3 butterflies instead. I do plan on putting a different type of wing. There is all this white stuff on it that I have to take off, so let's see what it does. Here's a real close-up of it. This is the after results of me taking off all the stickers. It had a bunch of Hoonigan stickers on it. I like Hoonigan, but I mean, just a sticker placement, like I said, it wasn't good. So I might just leave it like this. I don't really plan on making the body a little bit cooler or whatnot. I might put a different type of wing on it. This one came broken, so I do have to figure it out. I might take the one that's off of the infraction body right there and chassis mount it. So yeah, it's pretty kick-ass. I like it. I really do. I like the wheels on it for this body, but I do want to see if I can get aluminum custom 3SDMs. I do want to put like 3SDM type wheels on this, and nobody has it. I've been doing my research. Nobody has like any sporty wheels for this thing, so I might want to look into getting someone to CNC me a set. All right, so I got the batteries charged up, balanced out. So they actually look pretty good on numbers. I rearranged the body mount so it will fit the Felony body perfectly. And there's a lot of wires that are unplugged and we need to figure that out. So first things first, let's plug in the wire. All right, the coasting looks really solid, and it is loud as hell. Ow. Oh. So the test turns out good. So this is the wiring job that I did, wrapped up with this kind of tape right here. This Tessa tape. It's like cloth. I do want to get some hockey tape though, but this will do for now. Oh, let's see what else. I did try this out. I just reached 10 miles an hour. That was it. I didn't go no further because I didn't want to record our neighborhood and such. So probably when I go out to a different location, then yes, I'll record the top speed on this and see what it does. Back again with the body, I do have an idea. What am I looking at? This is a wing that I am customizing for this car. This actually came with the infraction body when I did the trade. Took it off, and I felt like this car, because I have a really like nice vision for this body. I love this body, so I wanted to see what I can do. And apparently I'm not really good with aerodynamics. I'm not saying I'm an aerodynamic freak, but I do tend to have a fascination about it. So this duck lip is actually molded to the body, so I can't take this off by any means, but I can add another wing. So this wing is actually going to be activated through a channel, or I might just link it up with the throttle and program it to angle it in a specific way. So when it tilts forward like this, it's for braking or handling corners. And for top speed, when I accelerate, it will angle down a little bit, and then it will slowly come back up like this to create lift. The only problem is that when hitting the duck lip, it might create some sort of a vortex that goes up, and it will interfere with the downforce of the car. So it might push the wing up, or it might interfere with whatever it does. So I have to figure that out. I did make some drawings. I will be putting it up. And yeah, so I'm gonna try and make some stuff functional for this car. I do want to make a little intake on the front of the bumper so it can cool off the motor and the ESC. I did change this out. And the wing is the final form of this portion of the project. So I do need to find a servo. I believe I do have a servo laying around at another house that I can get to pull forward and backwards on this. And I'll be using this transmitter, the Fly Sky, and programming one of the switches to this system. So yeah, let's see how it goes. That's basically it for this video. It was just talking about what I got, how I'm going to do it, and what plans I do have for it. So it's really kick-ass. I can't wait for this project to be done. It is going to go a long way. I do have to still find a job for the parts for this. And yeah, so good morning, good evening, good night, wherever you're from. Have a good one. Peace.